William Shakespeare said, "Of all knowledge, the wise and good seek most to know themselves." Self-awareness. That's the topic of today's Amare Wave Wednesday newsletter. The newsletter that's designed to encourage all of us to do one thing to put love to work and make business better and improve life all the way around. So in today's issue, Focus on Self-Awareness, I encourage you to ask yourself the question, how aware are you of yourself? And then go out on a limb and ask others, and make it safe for them to give an honest answer, how self-aware do they think you are, and under what conditions? That lets you dive in and know when your self-awareness assessment is on track, when it may be off, and under what conditions you can improve things. The thing about self-awareness is this: when we are self-aware, our decisions are conscious. We're aligning them with who we are because we know who we are and we know how our actions and decisions correspond or not. So self-awareness enables us to be conscious and to take responsibility for our decisions. Think of in business so many times when greed and arrogance has run rampant. It was one of the causes of the recession that happened 10, 15 years ago. Arrogance and greed took hold. Self-awareness was absent. There was none of that checking in. So self-awareness is critical for good leadership and for responsible business, and it's a better way to make money. In the newsletter, I offer 6 tips for how to improve self-awareness. One of them is simply tuning in. Get quiet and recognize, how do you react to things? What are your thoughts? What are your emotions? What triggers you in a negative way, in a positive way? What pacifies you? So look at yourself honestly and without judgment, no judgment. Compassion is needed, not judgment. So you can look at yourself and say, yeah, here I'm pretty self-aware of what my reactions are, what my emotions are, what my thoughts are. And you'll begin to see patterns of when you check out and when you are self-aware. I also encourage you to make a list of core values. You know, we go through life talking about values, saying, yes, they're so important. It's how I live, and yet many of us don't take time to list them, even the top 2 or 3. So what are your core values that are tantamount, that you will not sacrifice, you will not compromise on no matter what? What are those? And then assess, again with compassion, how well you are aligned with those in your thinking, your decisions, your actions, how you treat others, what you prioritize, and so on. Once you look inside and see your values and how aligned you are or are not, and we're all off sometimes, that's just being human, then you can make some powerful changes. So I encourage you to really focus on self-awareness. I think it's one of the most critical skills for business leaders to operate at the highest level. We see all kinds of stories of self-awareness in ancient wisdom traditions, in modern texts. There's tons of resources. You can check out chapter 7 in my book. It's all about knowing yourself and how to make sure you're in alignment with what's important to you, and to check how aligned you are with your company in terms of values, decisions, and so on. So tap into the resources that are available. Make a commitment for a self-awareness practice. Every day, take maybe 30 seconds and check in with yourself. How aligned were you? Were you tuned in? How can you do a little bit better tomorrow? We all can. Wishing you great self-awareness and a wonderful day.